Hi friends, and welcome to the Shai Show. My name is Shai. This week's Parsha is Parsha's Eikev. In this week's Parsha, Moshe Rabbeinu tells us, and now Bnei Yisrael, what does Hashem ask of you? What does God ask of you? Only that you should have Yiras Hashem, that you should have fear of God.
Only?
So the Gemara, that's a good question. The Gemara had the very same question. So the Gemara asks, is Yiras Shamayim, is fear of God, a minor thing? So much so that Moshe Rabbeinu says only? So the Gemara answers, yeah, for Moshe, it's a minor thing. So that, and the Baal Tanya and others ask, for Moshe it's a minor thing? He was talking to the whole Bnei Yisrael. It's easy for Moshe, not even if your name is Moshe, but Moshe Rabbeinu? I understand that. So it must be that Moshe Rabbeinu, the greatest of all teachers, the most brilliant, the one who had the greatest insight to the human psyche, to the human emotional development, as well as their inner essence and soul, saw that yes, me as your teacher, me as your leader, I have placed within your very essence the ability that it can be an easy and minor thing. Well, what does that mean? Most religious and dedicated people that I know in my life, it's a constant struggle between good and evil, spirit and matter, self-indulgence and transcendence, between the selfish cravings of material narcissism and the commitment to a higher calling, with times of stumbling towards the narcissism. Hey. So indeed, we see that all throughout modern secular thought, from biology to psychology, from Darwin to Freud, that it seems to be very much about the emotional and primitive id, which is all about want, self-gratification, driven by one rule, the pleasure principle. I want it now. So Moshe, however, saw that a human being in a quite a different light. That it's true that every person has a selfish inclination, but there's also a divine side, that a person is capable of being a yid, not an id. That yid's important. So the easier route might be the narcissistic one, but a person always has the choice to overcome it. So Moshe understood this basic aspect of a human nature, that a person to get over this hump, to get over this obstacle, that a person needs to be believed in. So he's telling us that me, who sees you inside out, I believe in you, and that you should believe in you, and that not to spend any time not believing in you. I mean, a concept, if we started focusing on our limitations and not realizing that we're truly limitless, I don't think that the Wright brothers spent much time thinking about how a metal and wood object, which is so much heavier than air, is going to now be suspended and start flying through it. They went forward. They believed in themselves. So comes Moshe Rabbeinu and he's saying, here, I see you inside out. I understand that there's a potential to see the limitations. How often that we can see that the highest and greatest goals, and a person can have another person give them really good advice and pour cold water on their good ideas. Not the kind of cold water if you're trying to develop a nuclear reactor and you don't want the rods to heat up too much as they're coming to boil the water to create the steam to turn the turbines. I don't mean that kind of cold water that doesn't exist when you actually need it, like in the case of another 3 Mile Island. That here comes Moshe to tell us that indeed, if there are those who like to pour cold water in your life and explain to you not, let them have their opinion. But me, who understands you inside and out, understand that you're capable of the highest of the high and the greatest of the great, and you're limitless. So, Emir Hashem, please God, that this Shabbos will connect to the Shabbos, which is above Teva, which is above nature, and is an insight and a taste of how limitless we really are, and that we can choose to believe that we can accomplish whatever it is we can accomplish, whether it's metal and wood flying around the world in the air, or the spiritual goals that we have of accomplishing and growing without bound. And I know it's going to be a great Shabbos.
Amen.
Thank you, friends, and I'll see you next week.
I'll see you too. So you won't see me.
Leave any questions or thoughts in the comments below.